We have a rat. Still alive, but it's not very well. Well, I don't know what's wrong with it. Good morning, campers. A lovely wet day, but it should be clearing in about 30 minutes with a bit of luck. Anyway, I've just arrived. 8:30 in the morning. We're in Itajai today. Now, it's Monday morning, and this weekend, yesterday and Saturday, was really nice. So I'm imagining there was a lot of people on the beaches over the weekend, so today's a perfect time. And with this little bit of rain also, there shouldn't be too many people about. So my plan is, I've just arrived and parked up, got my gear ready. The rain's eased off now. I got a little bit wet coming here, but it's a bit better now. I've only got cross over the road here, literally, onto the beach. So I'm going onto one beach, which is right near the jetty in Itajai. And once I've done this, an hour and a half here, I'll get back on the road here and just head a couple of kilometres to the end of the road. There's another beach, Cabeçudas. I want to go there and finish off there, so make the most of this morning. So look, literally on the other side of the road, there's a path there at the end of the fence where the trees are. Walk down there onto the beach, onto that little beach there. Anyway, for who doesn't know, we're in South Brazil, in the state of Santa Catarina. And this, as I've just mentioned, this is the city of Itajai. Okay, quite well known actually for the port, shipping port. So, welcome to the channel anyway. This is a no bullshit beach detecting channel. There's no lies, straightforward. I'll show you exactly what I find and what I don't find. Speak the truth. And once I get on the beach, I'll start detecting. When I find something, I'll be back with you, okay? Here we go then, folks. I've just stepped onto the beach. It's a very small beach, this is. And there's the jetty. So on the other side of the stones there, the rocks, is the river, the entrance to the river, which goes up to the port of Itajai. And on the other side of the river there is Navigans, where I go detecting many times. So there's another small beach here, look, just around the corner here. There's a lifeguard post there. I don't know the name of this beach, but it's a very popular beach, with it being close to the jetty. And then where those houses are, just come back here, look, that's where I've entered the beach. That little pathway there, so the road's there. The road continues along there, through that little bit of a community there. There might be another little beach there actually, I can't remember. But if you continue right to the very end there, there's another beach called Cabeçudas, and that's where I will be going after here. This is quite popular with surfers, this beach here. As I say, it's a Monday morning, so I imagine yesterday, Sunday and Saturday was quite busy down here, so let's see if anyone lost anything. Perfect, there's no one about, so let's get cracking. Well, you can see all the rubbish in the bins, look, overflowing. They need to be emptied this morning, so that's a good sign. Yesterday was busy down here. Now I've just done one pass from that end down to here, very close to the water. I'm going back up now, then I'll come back down, keep going a little bit further in onto the soft sand. Well, the first person's arrived on the beach. He's just been chatting to me. Look here, we have a rat. It's still alive, but it's not very well. Look, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's obviously been wet. I don't think that'll live very long, but Anyway, so far nothing. I've had a few signals, you know, the normal trash, but I'm on the soft sand now. At least the weather's cleared up, look. I did look at the forecast this morning. It said about 9 o'clock it'll clear, and it's just gone 9. Here we go, look, first find in the soft sand here. No idea what that is. But I was actually just thinking, am I going to find anything on this beach today or this morning? Because it won't be long before I'm moving on. And that's it, the first find. So let's continue up here. There are a puller off of a zip. Well, it looks like the mist is rolling in off the sea. A little bit of drizzle again. Just hope it clears up. I should think so anyway. Just before I head back down the beach to the parking, I just want to show you here. So this is the jetty. Alright, the mouth of the river there. There's a boat coming in now. The jetty on the other side, that is Navigants. And just over the other side of the jetty is the start of the beach in Navigants, where I always go. Right, there's the port in the distance. You see the towers, the cranes. That's Itajai. And this is the parking for the jetty. Now, you come here at the weekend, it's solid. And you have all the food vans down here also. So, that's where we are on that little beach here. Now I'm going back down, and then I'll be going back to the parking and moving on down to the next beach. Cabeçudas. So what do you think? I've just found these, believe it or not. Just found them here. Hey look, Prada. They're only copies, aren't they? They've got to be. Here look. Prada. They must be copies. They've got to be. Well, they wasn't here when I first arrived on the beach, because I've just found them here. And I remember walking past this. I think it's a, what is it, a mango? Yeah, a mango. I remember walking past that when I came on the beach. So, that's where I entered the beach. And that's where I've just found the glasses laid there. So they've just been washed up. Washed onto the beach. So anyway, not bad, eh? I don't know whether I'll ever use them, but can't complain. There you are, a tent peg. Quite a big one that is, and a new one. So I'll definitely be taking that. I'm almost at the end of the beach now. A couple of dogs have arrived. One there, having a scrounge. There we go, a little kid's toy car. There we go. And a little pink dolphin. A little pink river dolphin of the Amazon. Swum all the way down to Itajai. Anyway folks, I am at the end of the beach now. I'm going to pack up and get moving on down to the next beach, a couple of K down. I'll see you down there. Here we go folks, I've arrived. This is the beach of Cabeçudas. Okay, so there's this small section here down to the rocks, and then on the other side of the rocks all the way down to the end. This bloody rain, I've had to put my waterproof jacket on. It's on and off, on and off. I just hope it clears up at least for a couple of hours. But anyway, I won't give up. Let's continue with the treasure hunt. Well, it's nice and flat out there, that sea is. Well, I've come on to the second part of the beach now. Looks like the lifeguards have got the builders in there. With an extension on the post. There's been a machine on this beach also this morning. So, nice and steady. The rain has eased off a little bit now. Well folks, I'm at the bottom end of the beach now. Little chapel there. That's the hotel. That first house here with the glass panels in front, you know, the fencing, that's a nursing home, private nursing home. So, I've not found anything so far apart from junk, the odd bottle top and ring pull. Well, not a problem. I've walked down on the water's edge actually, so I'm going to walk a little bit further in now. So there's the bus. You can actually get the bus, you know, to this beach from, oh, right inland from the other side of Itajai, rural communities there. Well, you have to go to the main depot and then transfer to another one in the centre, then transfer to another one, and then to the beach here. All for the same price. Not a lot of money, about 5 reais. There we go folks, the first find. A 10 centavos, 1997. So now, I've just started walking on the softer sand. Right, where people sit. But you always need to check down near the water's edge also. So now I'll go up there, then I'll come back down a little bit further in. I've just realised it's the 1st of December today, isn't it? Monday. So, another month. It'll soon be New Year, won't it? Another year. Time flies, don't it, when you're having fun? I always say that. When you're enjoying yourself. At least the weather's changed a little bit here now. No rain. So let's continue. Well folks, I am having 10 minutes break. A little bit of something to eat. I'm wet through. I've had my waterproof jacket on over the top of this. But this got really wet earlier. But anyway, it's cleared up now, thank God. So I've took my jacket off now, and let's hope I can dry out a little. I'll have a drink here and a little bit of something to eat, and then continue up there. Have a look here. 2 fishing boats there, look. You got the canoes here, the rowing club. I think actually, yes, at the end of this road, if you continue along there, it goes to the rowing club. And this is the nursing home I was talking about. Senior day. You know, the good majority of people, they wouldn't even come out on a day like this. They only want to be metal detecting when it's sunny, walking around disturbing sunbathers, walking in between them, just being a fucking nuisance, to be honest. And that's what I detest. I'd rather come out on a day like this after a good weekend. You're not disturbing no one, are you? And no one's disturbing me. That's the most important thing also. When I lived in England, when I was young, I used to do a lot of poaching, hunting, especially at night time. We used to do some daytime hunting also, but the weather never bothered us. And then there'd be these others who we knew who liked doing that, but they'd only go on on good days. They wasn't prepared to go out when it was wet and windy or snowing or whatever. They'd sit in the pubs in front of the fire talking about it. We used to call them fireside poachers. Me and my cousin used to go out no matter what. Right? If you had a wet, black, windy night, that was the best time. And the others, no. So anyway, it's not for everyone, is it? But it's perfect for me. So the wagons arrived to clean out the shit houses. I've just used one actually down there. Right down there, there were two together, the same as these. Jesus Christ, I had to put my hand over my nose, it was that bad. Stunk, bloody terrible. That lad's got a good job, hasn't he? Send the young lad there. So some people have got this habit of burying beer cans very, very deep. Look at that, I've just dug that out of there. And I knew it was going to be a beer can, believe it or not, with the signal and the depth. I just knew it, but I had to keep digging just in case. But anyway, I don't know what it is about people with beer cans. They must be sat here on the beach and just digging away and thinking, right, the deeper the better. Why not just put it in the bloody bin? Because right behind me here, look, literally 4 meters away are the bins. I do not understand. Well, I'm back where I started, folks. Crab there. You fancy a crab sandwich? Hey. This is a nice little spot, protected by the rocks, but alright where I am at the moment, but from here onwards it drops off pretty deep in there. You know, where I'm stood here, look, quite nice, but it drops off there. It's alright if you can swim, obviously. And something I've just noticed, see this here, look, where they burn the candles. Just show you that first. Oh, there's some jewellery. Look there. Sapphire. Oh, I could do with that. I'm not going to take it, don't worry. I wouldn't do that. Look at all those shells there. Is anything on the top there? I wonder if anyone's left any money up there. Here we go, look what we got. We've got a little mirror there. That'll be alright. There's a little shaving mirror for camping. Oh, a ring. Alright. Some fruit. Oh, what's this here? A pendant. Pack of cards. Yeah, another bead. Necklace. Yeah, what's these? So, well, there's a bracelet there, look, and some more necklaces. Hey, so let me just show you over this side here, look, before I go. You've got these exercise machines here, look. There's a cycle path and a walkway all the way around this coastline, going back to the jetty where I was this morning. There's a bird there doing a bit of fishing. He's just gone in under. So that's it down here for me. Now then, I've just climbed up onto these rocks here, look. I don't know whether these are some kind of orchid. Maybe. Anyway, folks, I only had that one coin on here. Nothing but bottle tops, loads of them, and wrinkles. But anyway, as I say always, not going to complain. At least I had a few finds, on the first beach. This is one thing about coming out on these type of days, because you never know what's laid on the beach or what's going to get washed up onto the beach. So it's turned out lovely now, look. Beautiful. So it's about 12:30 maybe now, and I'm going to get going. So thanks for joining me, folks. See you next time. Bye.